Good evening, everyone. Today I have the pleasure of taking you on a brief journey through one of the most iconic museums inside the United States of America. This museum is the National Smithsonian Museum of American History and is located in Washington, D.C. This museum serves as a vibrant testament to the nation's rich and diverse history. From the founding of the country to the modern day, the museum offers a deep dive into the cultural, political, and social milestones that have shaped the United States of America. Among its vast collection, there are several standout exhibits that draw visitors from around the world. Today, I will be talking about three of these exhibits: the original Star Spangled Banner, Dorothy's Ruby Red Slippers, and of course, the First Lady's Gown exhibit. First, we're going to be talking about the iconic Star Spangled Banner flag. This is no ordinary flag. The Star Spangled Banner is not just the symbol of the United States. It's the very banner that inspired the national anthem itself. The flag was created by Mary Pickersgill in the year of 1813 and was the symbol of hope for many soldiers who had fought inside the war. When the British got bombarded in Fort McHenry in 1814, it was this very flag that stood tall through the night. This very flag was behind the inspiration of our national anthem and the very beacon of hope for our nation. And throughout the years, the flag had been passed down throughout the family, and eventually it got donated to the Smithsonian, and that is where it now sits. Although some pieces are missing from it, those were given as relics to multiple different people. But for the most part, it was kept in the Pickersgill family for many years and was donated in 1907. It's now displayed in a specially designed climate-controlled chamber to help preserve it for future generations. When you visit the museum, you can see this incredible piece of history, and it's impossible not to feel some type of way about it. The next exhibit included in my museum tour is the exhibit on the original red ruby slippers from the 1939 film The Wizard of Oz. This is a piece of American pop culture history, as well as a great piece of history that is included in the museum. The Wizard of Oz is part of the American cinema, and those famous ruby slippers worn by Judy Garland as Dorothy have become an enduring symbol of hope, adventure, and home. The shoes were supposed to be silver, but the production team decided to take advantage of the new Technicolor technology that had just advanced. So they made the shoes a bright ruby red color for the film. While the shoes have been kept on display in the museum for many years, evidence of the wear and tear of them from Judy Garland's performances is noticeable. The museum takes excellent care of the shoes and reminds guests that there is simply no place like home. First Lady's Gown exhibit is the last exhibit of my museum tour, and it is a very elegant as well as remarkable exhibit. This exhibit consists of more than 24 gowns worn by many different women who stood by their husbands' sides during their presidencies. Some of these remarkable women include Martha Washington, George Washington's wife, Jacqueline Kennedy, John F. Kennedy's wife, and Nancy Reagan, which was Ronald Reagan's wife. The First Ladies Gallery was established in 1912 when the Smithsonian started collecting the First Ladies' gowns as exhibits for the museum. These ladies truly knew how to stand out in a crowd, but also supported their husbands throughout their presidencies. So, whether it's the flag that inspired our national anthem, the ruby red slippers that carry us to a land of imagination and wonder, or the dresses worn by the women who have stood beside our nation's leaders, these exhibits remind us of the diverse and unique stories that have shaped the United States of America. Each artifact is a window into a different era, and when we take the time to reflect on their significance, we gain a deeper appreciation for the history that has brought us to where we are today. By understanding all these different exhibits, we are getting more of a sense of what it was like back then, like the First Lady's gowns. Included in that exhibit are more than just dresses. There's also stuff that describes who they were as a person. The Dorothy shoes, there's actually 5 pairs, and they only have found one to actually put in the museum because all the others are lost. And as well as the Star Spangled Banner flag made by Mary Pickersgill, all of these have shaped our country into who we are today, and that is why it is so important to check them out. And if you're ever up in Washington, D.C., you should for sure go check it out. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope everyone has a great night.